Hey, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I am the inventor of the Supreme Ambient Light Rejection 12, the Supreme Exotic Ambient Light Rejection 15, and our Advanced Ambient Light Rejection 17. That's that front and rear technology. So I do this every time we get around to, for those who don't know, around ship out day, I record all my ship out dates. My customers like to see how their orders are being processed and being taken care of. And I don't mind doing these recordings right here. I get a chance to talk about a few things. I'm going to be doing a paint on demonstration today. It's a new color. We do have a new color, or maybe an upgrade color. Haven't decided on which one that's going to play out to yet. The unicorn is going to be developed today, so we'll have that to do too also. And we're going to show off the front and rear blackout cloth too also. All right, yeah, a few of the things I like to talk about too. Every time I get a chance to come down here and do my order process, it just makes me think on a lot of interesting things. One of the things I think about is the fact that, like I said, 12 is one of the most popular screen paints that we've ever developed. It gets a lot of orders. 12 gets a lot of orders. And it just goes back to think that, how many people, a few people were extremely jealous over the 12s. And they tried everything. And it's amazing how, like I said, God blessed me to be able to have the ability to make this on my screen paints. And all my knowledge comes from him. And when you try to take something away that God gives to somebody else, the outcome for you is not going to be pretty. You will not prevail. No matter what you do, you're just not going to be able to overtopple God. And I explain to people that, what I'm blessed to have, my Lord has given to me, my ideas with my company and my business, all comes from my Lord and Savior. So, when I got people out there that are trying to belittle or try to destroy my company, it doesn't bother me. I don't pay them any mind. As for their challenges and stuff like that, I don't entertain it. It's not worth my time. I'm just concentrating on what I need to do here at my company, how I have to better bring out better products and serve my customers better. And that's what it comes down to for me. So it's amazing that every time I come up here every Friday, or it may be a Tuesday or a Saturday, depending on my driver, that we're blessed to be able to have our table full and to be able to have orders going out for our customers and support from my company. It's just amazing. I don't have to have like 50, 60, 70,000 orders in order to be happy. I can have 10 orders. I can have 15 orders. I can have 5 orders. I can have one order and still be happy and feel amazingly blessed. So, it just gets, it's an understanding on how when people basically try to slander the 12, and they try to go after the 12 hard. Is that at the end of the day, my customers still continue to buy from me. And we had individuals try to make it and give it away for free. We had individuals that try to debunk the technology and say it was this and that and so forth and so forth. All kinds of conspiracies and stuff like that they were trying to throw against the 12. And at the end of the day, the 12 always prevails because it's a blessing from God. And you can't take something or you can't tarnish a blessing that he gives to another, to his servants. You can't do that. Only he can take it from that person. So that's why I tell people have faith in that. If you're doing something out there and you got people out there that are going against you and they're fighting this and fighting that. At the end of the day, they can't take that from you. They can't take it from you. It was meant for you to have. It's meant for you to have. Only person who can take that from you is God. That's it. Everybody else, they can't touch it. They try, they can't touch it. So let's move on here. I got to put labels and a lot of labels. I think we got 25 of the 12s that sold, and then we got a couple of the interesting, the exotics sold too. A few of those sold. So we have a very busy day today. And then I got a paint on demonstration to do, and then we have the front and rear blackout cloth, which I'll be showing off today. Then the other rest of the parts will come in to finish off the mini projector because I need some stuff for that. And then the electrician comes down and installs the high power outlet so I can run the commercial projector inside the house because I got an outside outlet in the front and I am not going outside because it's way too cold. But yeah, that's what I always like to add in there, that, at the end of the day, like I said, God always blesses my table. Always blesses my table. Very merciful Lord. You don't want to hear about it. Should I have more on me? Wow, a lot more on me. Get this off my hands. Okay. Scrub it a little bit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so, I had people do videos on trying to give away the 12, trying to debunk the 12, trying to make the 12 look like it was so dark that you couldn't see it. I mean, they tried everything. And I tell people that, no, if you're heading down that road, don't do that. And the reason why is because it makes you look bad. It backlashes back on your company. I have customers that will contact me and say, yeah, I saw the video. I don't believe it. I'm gonna buy from the original. And then it brings a backlash back too, because then it makes you look really, really bad. It makes you look a person who just has nothing better to do but to just spread hate. And people trust a person like that less. And it hurts you in the long run. Big companies and stuff like that will stay away from you, And I've had customers contact me and just say things like I wouldn't buy from that particular individual because it's just that's all he does. But it's a shame. But hey, people out there like that. Well, like I said, at the end of the day, God always makes sure my table stays blessed. So today we're just processing the orders, shipping labels, stuff like that. So right now, I always knock out the one that's I have the most of in my orders, which would be the 12s. Just me adding my labels. So in my processing time, which I do processing today, I have to put all my labels on. And with all my labels, I have to get the shipping boxes and all that stuff ready for my customer. Like that. But lesson learned in life that at the end of the day, like I said, my table's always going to say my table's blessed. If it be His will, my table's going to be blessed. And that, just watching individuals that were just trying to take down the 12 and couldn't do it. They couldn't bring it down. And you're not going to bring down something that God has blessed His servant to have. You're not going to be able to bring it down. You're not. If anything, you're going to lay destruction upon your own head. That's what's going to happen because the Lord does protect His people. Whether people want to believe it or not, He does. You bring that destruction down on your head. And I've had people, companies have contacted me about the product, and the first thing they'll say within that conversation, they'll talk about these individuals. And keep in mind, one of the things, a lot of things that I get from customers, the fact that they like the fact that I do a lot. Matter of fact, all of my demonstrations are done live. Yeah, they're done live. So there's nothing hidden. There's no script. Images are not fade. When you watch the video, it doesn't fade out and then re-shot to another area because it's all done live. You're seeing all of it done live. Nothing is hidden from you. The only thing I hide from you is when I'm processing the product. You can't see that. But other than that, nothing's hidden from you. You see everything live. Only time I do a pre-recording, unless I'm somewhere where I can't get Wi-Fi to pick up, and that's mainly outside. But this summer, since I'm going to be doing a lot of projects outdoors, I am going to talk to Verizon and get a Comcast. Sorry, Comcast. Talk to Comcast and get a network system set up outside. So run it to the basement, a separate network system outside, so that way I can run a higher frequency outside or whatever they got to do. But I need some sort of strong internet out there because between the deck and the deck is as far as I can go. Once I pass the deck, it gets a little fuzzy out there. So I need them to come out there and just have a look and see exactly where they need to run what and do this and whatever they got to do, hubs, anything they got to do, boosters, whatever. I need a strong signal out there. I need to be crisp. All right. Man, 12 took out mostly all of these containers. Did I hit 25? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I think I'm over 25. I might hit over 25. Hold on for a minute. I'm not even counting. So it'll be 25 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. This will be 23. 23. That's 23. 24. 25. That's right, yeah. I mean 27 labels. I mean a couple extra labels. All right, that's all 12s. Well, like I said, 12 sell like crazy. I'm gonna have to move some of this stuff now over here because I don't have any room now. So let's do all that up. And check my labels here to make sure that now, as I said before, any new orders coming in are going to have to, it will be for the next week ship out, because as I said before, that Saturday was the last day to put in the order. All right, so this is for something else. That's the black one. That's for somebody else. This would be, that's something right here. I think the 12s. What's this right here? This is a Luminous, completely different. This is 12. 12's got a lot of gallons. So we got 2 gallons. Got 2 gallons right there. We got 1 gallon. 1 gallon right there. So it's automatically that's 4. All right. That's 4. It's gonna actually no sorry. That's 8. That's 12. That's another gallon. That's 12. That's 13. That's another gallon. That's 14. That's 14. I'm sure I got this right. All right. I gotta make sure I got this right. So I don't want to be off here. Oh yeah, and we have these right here. This is where we need. Okay. Let me calculate this right. Okay, so make sure I'm correct on this because I don't want to make any mistakes here. All right, make sure we got enough here for everybody. All right. We have a customer that has 2 quarts. Let's go to the big ones. Customer that has 2 gallons. This would be 2 gallons. All right. All right, that's the customer 2 gallons, and then the customer ordered 2 gallons, and then he ordered another gallon. So this is his. All right, that's it right there. These are done. That'll be for him. All right, now we got a customer that ordered 1 gallon. All right, so we'll put that 1 gallon here. That's him. 1 gallon. Customer ordered another gallon. That's him. Right there. He ordered another gallon. And a customer ordered 2 quarts. Okay, I made too many containers. I know I had to container that. All right, now let's see where I'm getting at here. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to have to take these off and make sure, just in case. Okay, those are all the. This is the Luminous. These are the Luminous right here. This is the black. This is the black silver. These are the black silver. Okay, I just have to go over the label. That's all. So I have to just go to tear this label off, which I should because I need these labels. Take these out. This is too much time consuming for me right now to do this. Just added it a little better. Yeah, I just ripped it. I'm just going to go over another label. I'll just print some more out today. That's all. All right, so let me see. These we don't need. These are good. We don't need these. These are done right here. So we got the 2 gallons. So make sure we got here. That is 1 gallon. 1 gallon. That's the customer who ordered. Behave. Customer ordered 1 gallon right there. There. 1 gallon. Right there. So that's his right here. No, no. What are you doing here? We have 2 gallons, 2 gallons. Oh, 2 quarts of black. 2 quarts of black, something completely different. You're getting mixed up. All right, now, let's go back. We have 2 gallons here. These are 2 gallons. And then he has another gallon, which would be this one and this one. These 2 right here. There we go. Make sure to get this correct. I'm making mistakes here. All right, that's his right there. Those are his 3 gallons right there. This, I can put someplace else. We don't need this over here. There's too much going on with this. The tape is just taking up too much space. That can go over there. All right, cool. No idea why that's over there. So we'll slap this over here in the corner. This is a customer who has 3 gallons. So that's him. 3 gallons. He's taken care of. All right, now we got another customer here with 1 gallon. That's him. Slap him over to the corner. There. And then we have another customer here. We'll put him right here. He has another gallon here. All right. And then we have 2 quarts right here for 2 quarts black for this customer right there. There we go. Everybody's in there. Good. Nobody mixed up. All right. Now, we're going to put labels over these right here again. This is for 1 quart of black silver, 1 quart of black silver, 2 quarts of black silver, 2 quarts of black silver. So, on this one, side, and these 2 right here. These are going to be for the black silver. Where are my labels at? Labels for black silver. Let's see what we got here. All right. Black silver labels are a little bit smaller, so I may have to take these off. Definitely have to take these off. I'm not good labels in. Now I gotta take them off because the black silver labels are not gonna fit correctly on here. I have to tear my labels up. I just print some more out. That's all. Got to print out more anyway. Got to print out more anyway for the next orders that are coming in, so they got to be printed out next. So I like to record my ship out dates because this allows for my customers to be able to see how their orders are being processed. You know. And when you're watching other people do this or other companies, you know, some companies may show you their processing time or their processing orders. I like to show because it gives customers a reassurance that, you know, their orders are being taken care of. And then over here, as I'm showing you the orders being processed, over in there you can see my screen pulling up in a fully lit environment with no problem whatsoever. All right, so I do this to document everything that I'm doing to make sure my customers can see how their orders are being taken care of. And this is usually what time I have to go. Actually, I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but this is usually the time I'm up. Well, actually, tomorrow if I'm working. All right, so we have 1 quart of the black silvers. Let me get these out of the glad bag. We'll get these set up. So that's 2 quarts here. That's 1 quart. That's 1 quart. These are 1 quarts. That's 2 quarts. 2 quarts there. Give me another 2 more. This one. Well, this is oh no, that is his right here, right there, two, and then right there, that's his right there. So that's what I got on time to make sure of that one. This over here is 2 quarts of the black silver. Right there, it's done. And then we have over here. We have 1 quart. That's 1 quart here. Black silver. Look at this. Oh, come on, play nice. All right. One gallon. All right, this is where we ran out. That's the brand new one. This one, okay, which one I just had? It's the brand new one. Yeah, I made a mistake on that one. Heck, damn it. Good thing I made extra ones. I put it upside down. Let me put the label upside down. What the freaking torch? Waste of ink, waste of time, waste of money. Wow. Let's be a little more careful. It goes upward. quart. What are you? You're 1 quart, you're 1 gallon. Okay, you're the 1 gallon. All right, okie dokie. You are the 1 gallon right there. And you should be the 1 quart. You are the 1 quart also. Okay, so good thing I did make extra. I ruined that one label because I put it upside down. That's going to go right here. That one, and then this one. It's going to go this one. Oh. I should have did this one with a black top too. But, can. Wait to put your knife in. There we go. Now those are the extras, which means we have some orders that came in after the initial date that we ship out. So we have enough supplies left over. We'll knock those out and get them out of the way for those other customers. So that's good. We got containers left over. Well, actually, I need one of those for the unicorn, for developing the unicorn. This one's needed for the unicorn. I need one of these to have the clear container so you can see what it looks like. All right, so that's all done. Now, next stage, we have to start getting ready. These are all the labels are done. The labels over here, clean my trash up in my area, so my area stays clean. So we don't have trash all over the place. All this nice and neat. Today we're gonna be doing demonstrations on that front and rear acoustic blackout cloth. Definitely doing demonstrations on that today. So that's gonna be available this week. Oh, okay. If you didn't hear me walk away and say that, that blackout cloth gonna be available this week. That's pre-coated. It's gonna be available this week. All right. So now we gotta get prep to get the each one of these ready. Those are all gallons, so those are all going in boxes. I think that needs to be a large box. I don't have a large box here. I'm gonna have to talk to the driver and see if she can make a trip out to the post office and bring me back a stack of large boxes because I need one box, so that's a bigger order right there. I'm just gonna have to have her take care of that for me today. All right. I'll give her extra. It was like $20 extra for her gas money because she got to make 2 trips on that one. So I'll give her an extra $20 in there for her gas. Making an effort. You have to take that for me. All right. So for right now, let's get what we got to get done here. All right. Ink pen. Do we have an ink pen? Gotta mark these. Here we go. Ink pen. All right. Got everything on the wall here. These are missing stuff. All right. So now we got to go mark the packages. So this one right here is 1 quart. That's 1 quart right there. Mark our packages on here. We know which one's which. So. All right. And I need custom labels. Where are my custom labels at? damn it, I go through this every time. I need to put a calendar right there. That's what I need to do. Buy me a calendar, stick it there. Let me see. I need the Lexus running. Oh, that's the wrong one. Or is this the right one? I don't know. I'm not sure. Alexa, what time is it? Got the wrong remote control. I'm gonna space these things out a little bit. I'm not gonna go upstairs to get my phone. I have no idea where my phone's at. Alright, it's not that one. Don't put that there. You put that there, you put that right back to where you had it at, then you won't be able to find it, and the remote control's mixed up all the time. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 5:51 p.m.
Alexa, what's the date?
It's Monday, January 25th.
25th. I should know it's 25th. I'm way off on that one. Ah, I can't with the remote controls. Put them back. Every time you do it, you lose them. Right, 25th. All right. So we have 1, 5, 1. Signature. Let's see. Yeah, we just went through this already, Bird. Right. That's instructions on how to set your screen. My copy. Put this into instruction sheet. Fragile. In fragile. And look here. Alright. Alright, so let me see. This would be his right here. So all I gotta do when I look these up is grab these right here from here to here. Alright, so let's put this back here in the back. These are all gonna be done in the limits. These are all gonna be done in the black silver, and these are all done in the 12s. Alright, so let me see. This one right here. We have to, then we just have to do these right here. This one is going to, that's why we mark the labels. We mark these so we know exactly what goes in there. So we have these two. All right, 1 quart. Okay. And then let me see. Instruction sheet. Instruction sheet right there. And then this way it comes here. Because we usually mark the back of these on which is which, and then we just take words on the back of these and put them on the labels, so we know who's who. And my back turned like this because of the customer's private information. So you just see the back of me. You don't see his package. And the label switched over. Put our labels on it. And the repair. You always put 2 right there. And then we just put the labels at the back, because you don't need to see that, because all these are going to be one product right here. That's how I know which is which. All right. Put it over to the side. I'm going to grab another one of these. And we need to grab a box. That one right there is going. All right, 1 gallon. Black. That's not a bad idea. God just gave me an amazing idea. I can't share it with you yet, but yeah, that's definitely a good idea. It's an amazing idea. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see what we got to do here. You know, it's interesting that I think of some of the stuff that people used to say to me. And when I first started off, I had people saying, "Oh, once you get a job, get a career." I went to restaurant school. Yeah, I'm a culinary. I'm 53. So I had a lot of career jobs in different careers. And I went to restaurant school. I studied in Paris. I keep forgetting I did all that stuff. There's so much you do when you're young. But yeah, I went to school. I have a degree as a chef. Started an internship in Paris. Yeah, there's a lot of things people don't know. I also used to I used to build and design computers, customize gaming computers, and all that stuff. Yeah, I just happened to fall into this field because when I first I wanted to go. We had 3 chefs in our family, and I took after them. I come from a family of 10. Some are military, some have their own companies, and so forth, and that's how it is in our family. But anyway, I had a sister who went to restaurant school. She graduated, came back a chef. Her brother went and got a pastry, became a pastry chef. And I liked it, like working around food, and you get a chance to work with your hands. I'd like to do the sculpting and all that stuff. And I went and applied, and got some money to be able to pay for to go. And yeah, I studied, and then after that, I got a chance to work at Bookbinders, Labette Fins, and the Blue Shell Cafe. Yeah. Yes, sirree. And the thing about it, people are cooking. Yeah, if you cook all day long, you don't want to come home and cook. That's honest. I mean, you really got to love it, love it, love it. But I don't know. I guess my passion for it kind of died out. It just wasn't there for me anymore. And then I got my computer capabilities. I didn't go to school for computers. I didn't go to school. I've never been to IT tech or none of that stuff. I learned that from God. And I tell people this story, and people think, "Oh, you gotta be crazy." If you look up my channel, before I got into this field with green paint, I was actually doing demonstrations on building and designing customized gaming PCs and all that stuff. And I remember being home, and I remember I wanted a computer really bad, really, really bad. I wanted a computer, and at that particular time, they were like, I mean, you could get a computer for something like $2,000, $3,000. Their computers were like crazy expensive at that particular time, and they had CRT monitors. And I don't think they were using like ATT motherboards. Good God, the ATT motherboard, that's a big freaking motherboard. That's a motherboard that literally had alarm's going off. I'm up before my alarm, isn't that crazy? Anyway, so yeah, that was a big motherboard. That mother had its own PCI slots were separate from the motherboard. They literally actually joined together to make this giant motherboard. The ATTs were cheap too. They were really cheap on not game PCs, they were computers. But man, I never forget that, day that happened. I think that's when I was reading the Bible. I was reading through the entire Bible. And I was studying it. I was reading Leviticus in the Bible, and I remember about the children of Israel, how these were slaves and servants of Pharaoh, and God wanted them to build the tabernacle. And I'm thinking, like, He gave them the knowledge to be able to be stone cutters and carpenters and design beautiful tapestries and all this stuff. And none of them want to have any kind of trade in that field to do that. But God blessed them with that knowledge to be able to build the tabernacle for Him. And I thought to myself, I think for that split second, I had a pure thought. Whether people want to believe this or not, I had a pure thought. Like there was nothing. It was just nothing but a concentration between a doorway between me and God. And I remember he asked me if I wanted something, what would I want? And I asked him, I think that night I was reading a Tiger Direct catalog. I couldn't understand anything in the book. Nothing at all. I could understand what a bare bone tower was, but everything else when it came to the motherboards and all that stuff like that, I couldn't understand any of that stuff. And I remember asking him if I wanted to learn how to build computers. That's what I wanted to do. The next day I woke up, I had a strange feeling. I walked over, I grabbed the Tiger Direct catalog, and I could understand it. I learned how to build computers from God. Gave me the knowledge to be able to do it. I was writing composition books and going online and researching and studying. Just all this vast information just came to me like so easily to be able to build and design these machines. And if you go to my YouTube account and you go back and you look at my old stuff, I actually post a lot of the gaming PCs that I customized and I built, designed them, modified them. Just all this vast information on how to build them, how to design them, how to put them together. I just knew. It was just in my head. Just like when I tell people that I never went to school for chemistry. Nope, never went to school for chemistry at all. And yet, I know how to work this stuff. I know exactly what to mix, what to put together, how it's going to function, how it's going to react. I just know it's in my head. I even understand the philosophy and the physics of light, all that. How it reacts with the projector. I don't have to go through that whole calculation, what they do with how many square inch per light. I don't have to do any of that. It's just in my head. I just know. When I design this stuff, I know exactly how it's going to react to light. Just know. So as I said, that knowledge comes from God. That's what I said. I don't need a diploma or a degree to show that I can do what I can do and prove it right there. I'll give you knowledge that no school can give you at all. And the cool thing about being able to have the knowledge, so even though I'm not heavily on building gaming PCs anymore, it still comes in handy because, if I want to upgrade or mod something or design something or build something, I know exactly what to look for. I know what I'm doing. I know how to put it together. It just comes out better when you have your own company. You learn to build your own computers and do your own networking for your company. It comes out quite well. But yeah, like I said, God's amazing. He'll teach you amazing things. Yeah, but you trust in Him. It wasn't always like that. I was a rebellious person, didn't want to listen to God, wanted to do what I wanted to do, thought I knew it was best. Whew, those are the longest years of my life right there. Regret that nonsense. Let's see, 01, 25, 25. Okay, it's gonna go in there. Boom! This is my copy over here, and go in there. Oh no! No! You can't put that on there. I just thought about that. Today's the 25th. No, it's the 26th. No, you can't put that on there. Okay, I gotta go change something real quick. 01. This is going out tomorrow. 01. Let's put down 21. All right, yeah. I think about that one for a minute. Yeah, because it's going out tomorrow. Or I gotta change that other one. Make it nice. Yeah, but I learned about computers and design. I made good money too. I made very good money. I got paid from word of mouth. I was working on a computer on my front porch,
I was actually stripping down a PC. I was taking it apart, and I was doing, that's why I got into vegetable oil or mineral oil PCs that you can cool them down. And I was in there, I bought this old HP computer with a Pentium 4 processor. And I was doing the whole mod job right there on the porch. And my neighbors were watching me build this computer in front of them. And he went out and told a friend of his something went wrong with their computer, some program issue they had, and word of mouth, this guy popped up on my porch and asked me how much should I charge, and I said, well, he wanted a new operating system in there, and he wanted the I don't know what operating system was at the time. Windows XP. Sorry, Windows XP was in there because Millennium was like, oh, Millennium, and the other one they had Vista. Vista was horrible. I couldn't stand freaking Vista. But anyway, yeah, he wanted something in there because I think Vista had a problem with hardware issues. Like it wouldn't accept your hardware. And XP was a solid foundation, especially for gaming and hardware applications. It was really fantastic. But anyway, I made a lot of money off basically just people wanting to get rid of the new operating system. They wanted to go back to XP, and they were bringing the machines up to me. I was charging $160 to wipe their operating system and put it back in. And man, I made some very good money doing that. I had maybe about 10 or 12 customers in a week. I wasn't trying to be a multimillionaire. It was just more money. It was actually a little more money than I was making when I was working in the field in culinary arts. So here I had no boss, no supervisor, nobody over top of my head, no one telling me what to do and this, that, and the other. I could load a computer up, load 4 or 5 computers up, and I could basically go out in the corner, chill and talk with my friends, go get something to eat, take a break anytime I want to. Just having that ability to be free and be mobile like that was fantastic. So, like I said, made good money off of it. And I could work from home. It was beautiful. Go home and work from home. Get up in the morning, commute. So, that's when I got into computers, and I had this, I think right around the time I built myself this monster PC, because that was right around the time when the Xbox system went DRM, and the PS4 was thinking about DRM. They was, because they put a 500 gig hard drive on a system that took about 40 gigs or so to download games. So I knew for a fact, but they let Xbox go, and Xbox got hung. I'm sorry if you're a GameBox fanboy, but they got hung pretty good on that one. And then PS4 kind of backed up and said, you know what, we're not going to do that. We're going to allow sharing, it's caring. That's where that started from. And then later on, they came up with the 1 terabyte systems because, the 500 gig hard drives, you depleted that in no time at all. But that DRM was crazy. So at that particular time, I had orders to put in for the PS4. I did put an order for the PS4. I wasn't going near the Xbox because of the DRM nonsense. And then, what was it? Something turned me off on the PS4. Something that happened that turned me off. I can't forget what it was, but something happened, and I decided that I wasn't going to bother with the console systems. Either one, I didn't want nothing to do with any console systems. And that's when I started on the road of building the ultimate gaming PC. And I got a 2011 server board for my computer, because the 2011 server board, I could host games, do network, had a GigaLAD attached to it. So that was fantastic from the door. And then it had 4 CPUs, and the motherboard with 4 12-core processors. This thing was a freaking beast. Oh, and RAM capabilities. I had 264 gigs of RAM and a motherboard of PC3000 OC overclock RAM. It had the heat spreaders and everything on them. Oh man, that was a beautiful system, man. That was a good system, man. And I had the entire thing submerged in vegetable oil. Well, the first one was submerged in vegetable oil. Then I built another one. MSI. I built another one with that one. And I did a steampunk kind of design to it. And that was another one. I did that one right there. But anyway, yeah, that's when I got into that field. And I was into gaming. I was making money off modding people's JTAG and modding and all that stuff. The Xbox 360 and all that crazy stuff at that particular time. And when the new systems came out, I was doing customized PCs, building custom cases and all that cool stuff. And then I'd never forget that I was home. I had 2 Sony 40-inch TV side-by-side, Tesla video card. I had this thing hooked. I had 15 terabytes of solid-state drive. That was overkill. That was way overkill. And, excuse me.
I never forget that. My friend June calls me up and he says, "Hey Ken, you got to come over here. You got to check this out." June's a tech kid. He's another tech kid. He's actually a really good tech kid. And he had went to his house. You know, and I was all about PC Master Race. PC Master Race. Yeah, I was really big into that whole PC Master Race thing. So I go over to his house, and he has the Xbox 360 running through. He's playing Gears of War. He's playing Gears of War, and he had a 120-inch screen Grey Wolf with a projector. I'm like staring at this giant screen, 120-inch. My screens were 242 side by side. He had 120-inch gaming on there. So, like I said, last time I seen a projector, they were CTRs, they were CRTs, and they were. And the last one I saw when I was a kid was a reel-to-reel. After that, the last ones I saw were CRTs. Was Magnavox, Sharp, Ronco, and they were using BMCs, VGAs and BMCs, coaxial and all that other stuff. That's what they were using. So I seen this giant screen up there. I wanted the same thing. So I went in and I sold my 2 TVs. I sold one on eBay and I sold the other one to my buddy around the corner. He bought the other TV from me. And I went on Newegg and I went shopping around for a projector. And my first projector I bought was the BenQ MS 500. That was the first one I bought. All right, that's all set up. The box, where the box is at? The box is set. Okay, so with the box, this is good. So this is done right here. That's with the box. So that's the first thing I bought. Okay, I went back to my buddy June. He's the one that taught me everything about projectors. He was the one telling me about lumens and the resolution count and all this other stuff. He was teaching me all this stuff. He's a big guru on projectors. So that's how I got into it. This is going to be, how many? This is 1/4 black. Yeah, so that's how I got into it. So around that time, there was no such thing as black screens. I don't even know if Black Diamond was around that time. I'm not sure. A lot of the dark gray screens didn't exist. Daylight screens made all these light gray screens and white screens. That's what they were making. On the court, black 12. And that was it. And then they had a screen by a company called Grey Wolf. Grey Wolf was considered to be the Black Diamond of screens at that particular time. Okay, there. I should get this correct. I want to make sure I get this correct before I go on with this. So that's black 12, black 12, black 12. Wait. Look at that. Look correctly. All right, so this is the reason why I stopped talking. I got to start thinking here. That's a silver. That's 1/4 of a silver. Cool. All right, black 12. Okay, cool. We're good. All right. All right, anyway, so yeah, so sell my TV, go get me a projector, hook it up my massive giant gaming PC to this projector, hit the screen to the wall with it, and I'm like, this can't, man, you're coming off 2 high-grade monitors onto a white wall, and it looked like Suckville, USA. I'm like, no, this is not going to work at all, period. Like, the screen size is huge, that I liked, but the fact that the picture, the contrast, the color, all that was washed out and bland, and you're coming off gaming monitors, that didn't look right at all. So, didn't have the money at the time because I spent a great deal of money on this computer, and didn't have the time to be able to invest in one of these Grey Wolves. And I was asking my buddy June, where can I actually get, is there any solution? Because Goose Screen at the time was all the rage. At that particular time, you had Goose Screen. Let me see what for a minute. So yeah, Goose Screen was the rage, but Goose Screen was expensive. Goose Screen at that time was around like almost close to $500-600 a quart. It was crazy expensive. Then you had to go through all these different procedures to paint the screen. Actually, my nephew did one. He had to do procedures to paint the screen, and it was a lot of work. So I didn't want to do Goose Screen. Goose Screen was a little too much. So then, my buddy June was telling me about a YouTube paint. They had this paint that they made on YouTube. It's for free.
It was gray and it was gray and black, and it had some pearlescent or whatever in it, and it was called the YouTube paint. And people were making that for the longest time. And then when I got around to getting it, because it's been eventually been out for a while, when I went around to go get it, I went over to go pick up the product to make it, and I was told by the sales rep that 2 of the products that went into whatever I was trying to make, they didn't make it anymore. Now I'm sitting in this place to set up to try to figure out how am I going to make a product that's going to look good on my wall, and I don't have to go into this bland, ugly screen. I have this amazing gaming PC, and it looks like trash on this. Looks like trash on the screen. This is 2 quarts. So I pray. I ask God what to do. And He directs me. And I pick up the items, which I'm not going to tell you what they are. This is what started Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. That's how everyone every time I sign contracts or whatever I got to do. And people ask me, how did this happen? I tell them this is a story that happened. So I prayed about it and asked the Lord direct me what to do and how to do it. And He did. Now on the way home, my buddy was driving me home. On the way home, I was a bit skeptical that I don't know if this is even going to work. And when I got home, I was so excited. Got the wall all taped off, mixed up what he told me to do, put the product together, what he told me to do, painted it on the wall, and boom, the image exploded. Looked incredible. I know, gotta be careful about that. Looked incredible. Got on my knees and dropped my paintbrush and cried. And I thank the Lord. And my buddy pops and he goes, "You should sell this." And 11 years later, here I am. And every day, for 11 years, when I get up in the morning, God talks to me and tells me how to do this and how to do that. Even down to telling me how to do my videos and how I should do these demonstrations and let's do that demonstrations and everything. And the more I release, the more faith I get having them, the more my mind opens up and the more understanding I have. All right, we got 2 quarts of black silver here, 12, right there. Put these labels on them. Figure out what that one is. So right there, these are all black silvers. And this one, and this right here, yep. And that's when I started making screen paint. That's how it all started. 2 quarts. I tell you one thing, I never forget, and what changed me and put me on the path of black screens and darker technology. When I first started off, it was all light gray screen paints. That's what it was. So all light gray screen paints. And then I saw Black Diamond. I saw their technology. Couldn't believe a screen could literally be that dark and produce white levels. I mean, it just baffled me. How the frick is he pulling white levels off that screen? Yeah, I was amazed by that. I was really freaking amazed by that. I watched all the demonstrations, did all the research. Watch how he brought that sample sheet and how he moved around in a circle. Anything that came up on that, he showed a blue ocean. And every time he moved it around, you saw that ocean just appear and come to life. Never seen anything like that. Did all this. And then finally, my buddy June went out and got me a sample, a punch sample sheet of the Black Diamond Screen Innovation sample sheet. When I got that home and I put that against my screen, boom, I saw all those colors. Wow, incredible piece of technology. So instead of spending my time hating them for developing good technology, I devoted my time on, and like I said, my time and concentrating with the Lord, asking Him to guide me on developing black technology. Because I noticed that when I looked at the Black Diamond, it wasn't black, it was gunmetal. So what I had to do was I had to develop something higher. I had to develop a screen that was black that could produce a white level. That started the journey of, people understand, you know how long I've been developing black technology? It's been like 7, 8 years. I've been working with black technology. Because I always just making this stuff out of nowhere. No,
You go back to my videos, they go back way back. I've been working with black technology for a long time. And every time I design this stuff, God always gives me advanced information to make it better. All right, we got 2 quarts of black silver, 2 quarts of black silver right here. There we go. Yeah, that's 2 quarts of black silver. Or is it? It's 2 quarts. 2 quarts of black silver. So why do you have a 4 here? That's 2. You got 2, and then you have a 4 here. That's what you have there. I gotta see on. I gotta take a look on that. I have 2 and I have a 4 there. This is why, even in conversation, my brain is always work. I'm always concentrating on my work, always. So as I'm talking to you, you may not see that, but yeah, I am. I want to see something for a minute. Something don't feel right. Something done right here. Let me see, what's this for? This is for an envelope. So this is for an envelope. This is for 2 quarts of black silver. Okay, that's the envelope. What is this one? This is envelope. This is envelope. This is envelope. Well, that's interesting. Okay, all right. And a little bit of a puzzle here. These are envelopes. That's an envelope. This is an envelope. These are envelopes. What do we have here? That's an envelope. And this is an envelope. Oh, yeah. That's why that was, because there were 2 quarts. There were no gallons in that one. Okay, yeah. Because this right here was the 2 quarts of black silver, which would have been this guy. This is the 2 quarts of black silver, which would have been this guy. This right here would have been the 1 quart of black silver, which would have been this guy. And this one would have been the 1 quart of black silver, which would have been this guy. Okie dokie. There we go. I know I had it right there. I was like, wait a minute, we didn't need gallons of any black silvers. So where I have the container stacked. That's why I made that kind of thought. So it's always good to go back and check. All right. Ooh-la. Go. Let's go back and check. All right, they're done. That's all done. Good. It's all done right there for those. Now we got to go into the black. Okay, so we have here, we're going to have 2 quarts of black 12. Of black 12. So the comments I removed my comments because when I'm doing this, I can't monitor on who's saying what. And you know, you get those individuals in there that just don't know how to act right, don't know how to carry themselves right. I don't know how they start their morning, but I just want to start my morning off with a lot of negative nonsense. We got enough negative going on in this world. We need more nonsense. All right, so this is 2 quarts right here. These over here. And then over here we got, these are gallons, right? What are these right here? This is a gallon. That's a gallon. So it's the only 2 quart we had in there. These over here. So this right here would be, let me see, it's only a big box. I can't do these until I get the larger box for this one. But I can knock out one of these. So, okay. One got the black. The heck is that? Wait a minute. I'll be back. I heard something fall. Let's see. Where are you? Let's use these for here to work better. I'll knock these up here first and then I'll come back and finish the rest. That'll work. Alright, just need to figure out exactly where did I put my drill at. Never anywhere to be found. Where is my drill? Here it is. Alright, I'll be back. I'll fix something.
right, that fixes that problem. Don't worry about that anymore. Should've fixed that a long time ago. Something I set up upstairs that I was supposed to secure, just didn't get around to doing. I'm thinking, it'll hold, it's okay. Then eventually it fell off. So I had to go fix it. Right, so if I'm standing this way, I stand this way because customer's information. It's on the box. I don't want you to see it. See my tape? Play with me nicely. There we go. Right, so this is 1 quart. 1 quart. I'm going to have to stack these someplace else. I don't have the room for all these. This is going to have to go over here. Stack all that there. Let's straighten this up a little bit. All right, let me see. We got another gallon here. Gallon here. Oh man, I can't wait for the summertime to get here. So much stuff. We're going to do a collapsible acoustic screen, a 100-inch collapsible acoustic screen. Very easy to build. Very easy to build. And we're going to be building a lot of projection screens out of micro mesh. Much better this way. We run the box. Do we run the box? Did we write on the box? Run the box. Run the box. Run the box. Nobody knows. All right, this is only 1 gallon. Gallon of black 12. And then over here we have. This is the 2 gallons right here, so I need a bigger box with the 2 gallons, so I can't get one yet. I'll wait till the driver comes down and brings me down another bigger box. Until then, I can get this one done. On the floor. And I forgot something really important. You have the boxes real quick. Yeah. I just put the fractal sticker right over top. What I was writing was on the box. But you need that because then you know what goes in here. 1 gallon of black. 1 gallon of black. 12. Yeah. That's what we're trying. I need to see that. Make sure to get all the other ones. That's all right. 1 gallon of black 12. 1 gallon of black 12. We got here 1 gallon of black 12. Okay, cool. My copies right here of my custom orders. Boom, put them there. And right to the screen. Whew. Let's see. This is black silver, so I have to make some more of the 12s. 12s that they made more of, so I need more 12s. So I'll print those out today. This is a custom list right here, which we've got taken care of. It's done, so I'm going to put this one here. This one's finished already, so I'll put that right there. And light, something like that had to be done. All right, these are the Eclipse right here. We have all these done. All these got to be printed. These are all labels that got to be printed out. And just so straighten. I'm a bit of organized to keep everything nice and neat. This has nothing to do with anything at all whatsoever. What to do right now. This is going to a family. Now, I just have an extra one laying around, and that's why they're getting it for free. But they need a computer very badly. And times are hard for people, you know. So I have an extra computer laying around in my house. I don't use it. And I did a few upgrades on it for them. This is going to go to a friend of mine and her kids. You can use a good computer. Has an i5 processor in it. Pretty good. It has about 1 terabyte of solid state drive. About 16 gigs of RAM, usually, it's basic, you know what I mean? And it has an i5 on it and 1 terabyte of hard drive space, and it has Windows 10 on it, so, no. And I got a couple of PCs running around the house. This right here is a Wi-Fi adapter right here, just you can load up onto it. It's really easy to do. I know her mother works for Geek Squad, so
should have no problem getting this thing up and going. So she can run it Wi-Fi if she chooses to. She wants to do it that way. Have any of them laying around anywhere here? You don't have one. Yeah. Oh, all the zip ties are upstairs because I'm doing wire management upstairs. That's why I got a couple of them here that I can use. You know, it's good. Kids can get on the computer and get their homework done, or you know, watch Netflix or whatever you want to do on it, and do shopping and stuff like that. So her computer broke. It went shut down on this done. She had it for a long time. It's done. So, you know, she asked for it. She just made a mention that her machine went down. I'm thinking that, okay, I got an extra computer in here somewhere now. So sure enough, I did. Had an extra one that I bought. And I'm not using it. Now, someone was asking me, do I give away my projector sometimes? I used to, you know. If I wasn't using the projector anymore, I would just give it away or sell it, you know. But I don't do that anymore because it costs a lot of money to ship a projector. It does. It costs a lot of money. I sold my Optima GT5600 for around 450 bucks. I had a whole bunch of guy came and snatched it up. It cost me 80 bucks to ship that projector. So, you know. That's why I don't ship them anymore. I'd just rather just send you a link on where you can get it from. We got power supply. Okay, we got a power supply. So that's good. We got the VGA cable she has. That's good. She already has a monitor, so she's good. And this is a camera that I bought. I bought this camera. Nice 4K camera. Nice 4K camera for your, so she can take pictures and all that cool stuff with it. I bought it because when I was working with the projector mapping, I downloaded this software. I paid about $300 for the software, downloaded it. I needed to get a camera, ran the camera through. It was a total complete bust. It didn't even work at all. Like the scanning didn't work, the camera didn't work. There was so many problems with it. Went and got my money back for the software, kept the camera. So I don't use cameras for anything at all. The only thing I have is cameras that wrap around the house and just my phone, and that's it. But that's all. So I just kept it for the sake of keeping it. And then when I found that her system went down, I thought, you know what, free camera. You know what I mean? She had a good camera with it. But that's when I went and did the research online, and I found a company called Lifeform, and I bought their mapping equipment, which is so much easier to use. On top of that, you don't have to be a pro. I'm not a professional in that field at all. And it worked out quite well. A little buggy at first, but it did work out quite well. All right. Now, her mother works for Geek Squad, which is good because if she ever wants to upgrade, she can go to her, or if her mother feels like she don't want to spend the money for the parts, I'll buy the parts because I got extra parts laying around the house that I don't even use. I buy extra stuff all the time. Especially if I know if I can't get my hands on it, it disappears. Okay, so she got a keyboard, she got a mouse, there's software right here, right there. Let's go ahead back to that one. Actual bag, that should be in the trash, definitely. No. In the trash. Has to be in the trash. trash. I'm not using those anymore. What kind of big bags? Okay, here we go. With this. Let me get the USB and plug to that thing too. I think it's upstairs on my desk. There's a little adapter you plug in the back, and they get Wi-Fi. If she wants to put it someplace where, you know, she doesn't have any internet, and cables running through. Okay, it's all done. Trash, 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 trash. Get that out of here. Now, what'll fit in the box? $1 million question. This is the computer right here. Nice little Dell setup right here. Not Dell, HP, sorry, HP. Got a DVD burner on it, all that good stuff on it. Let me see. What do I have to do to get you in this box? Well, let me see. I might need a bigger box. Ooh, it fit. Thank you, Jesus. God is amazing. It fit perfectly right in there. This is a heavy duty box too. These are the boxes I get from Amazon Pantry. When I order stuff online, this is where I get it from. So they put them in these heavy boxes, especially, I got a bunch of canned goods shipped in, so I got a bunch of canned goods shipped in, so they put it in a heavy box. All right. Make a difference. Yeah, tape it up anyway. Yeah. I know it's overkill, but better safe than sorry, you know my vote. Okay. How would I take this down like this, like this? This is can't be the one I just found. Let's go. Wow. There we go. There's something funny, oh, not funny, but crazy. Talk about a waste of computers. I had a friend of mine that used to work for City Hall a long time ago here in Philadelphia. So at the time when I was into this whole thing with computers, you know what I mean, I was really all crazy heavily into it. He was like, "Yo, Ken, you want some computers?" And I was like, "Sure." And I'm thinking like, they're gonna give me like old computers like Pentium 2s or Pentium 1s or Intels. And this guy came up to my house. He had at least, I say 20 or 30. Now this is back in the day, mind you. And at the time, these PCs were popular. The Hewlett Packard or the Dell, most of them were Dell. They were Dell and Hewlett Packard Pentium 4 with the XPs, and people use this for gaming, and they were really popular around that time. And he brought me down like about 30 of them. I mean, a bunch of them. And to tell you the truth, there was some things on the hard drive that should have never been there to begin with, but I'm not going to go into that. I just basically wiped all the hard drives pretty much. I just got myself one of those computers. I got myself a tower with what was I using? Because SATA drives. They were using SATA drives at the time. They're IDE cables, the IDE cables, and I just basically just wiped out the drives, just formatting the drives. That's always the time for just formatting hard drives. So anyway, as I'm wiping out these drives, I mean, there was just stuff on there that these machines literally should have been wiped, ran through a magnet or something before they threw them in the dumpster, because there was some real serious information on there. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I wiped all those computers and basically just put an operating system, a fresh operating system on it. From there, you know what I mean? You got to go in and get the drivers and all that stuff, because some of the drivers are not there. And if you don't have the original system's disk, you got to go into the painstaking of trying to figure out exactly what drivers are compatible, and God forbid you don't get a virus in the process. But like I said, that's what I was doing around that time. I made a good amount of money selling off those computers. But the sad thing about it was those computers were going to be trashed. They were really going to trash all those computers. They're going to go into that machine. They got the information destroyed anyway, but they were going to throw it into a machine, and they were going to crush and destroy, or probably strip out or whatever, and trash those PCs. And there was nothing wrong with them. They were just updating to to a newer model. That's all. But you could at least give them away. I mean, seriously, you're going to trash about 30. And that's 30 that I got. I heard it was more than that. That's what he could get his hands on, but it was a lot more than that. But you were just going to trash all those computers because City Hall just wanted to go in and just spend a little more money on something extra and get more, maybe convert over to laptops or whatever. But they were going to trash all those PCs, and there was really nothing wrong with them. I were able to basically reformat them, put a new operating system on it, put some LED lights in and little doodads and stuff in there, you know what I mean, just spark them up, you know what I mean. Even actually, I used to strip PCs down and pull them out of the case and recoat and design my cases, color my cases the colors that I want. But I actually ended up selling and make a little bit of money off them. Some I gave away for free for churches and for families and stuff like that. But the fact that the City Hall was just taking buttloads of PCs like that, and they were just destroying them, just makes you think, like, what stuff do they get rid of on a daily? Like, they're going to change out their furniture and they trash it or they sell it. Like, wow, it's a waste of money. And if you're going to trash it, at least give it away for free. You got a lot of families out there who don't have computers. They could use it. Ah! Oakley dokley. Oakley dokley. All right.
there. Whew, gotta get something to put something in there so it's snug as a bug in a rug. I'm not a pretty man. This is why I keep all this stuff, because I get this packaging from projectors that I buy. Never know if you're going to need it. You know, it comes in handy. Just in case you do need it. Keep all this stuff in here. And they're quite nice. Oh, this is going to fit. That's not going to fit. Now, I'll have to just insert here on this. Yeah, you're nice. Do I have enough squirrel food? Oh crap. Gotta put an order in for squirrel food. I got a little bit there, not enough to feed my jokers. Alright, gotta get online, I gotta go to Amazon, I gotta order some squirrel food because I know to do something today. And I forgot to order their food. Alright, that's cool. That's nice and stacked real nice for her and the kids. I get a ball out of this. If I get another one of those Optima projectors, oh, that's a beautiful projector. I like that projector. If I get my hands on another one of those, I'm gonna send her one of those right there because she can get a nice big screen. It's a small projector, doesn't lose a lot of power. Only works with VGAs. There we go. Let's move this a little bit more. Now here comes the excessive tinting. Always tape the bottom again because, like I said, I don't like how they tape it. I mean, you know, it works for me. Just want to make sure. Like nothing on the computer. I wiped all that off. Formatted it. There's nothing on there.
think about something. In my Lord's always something to me. Alright, let's get this, put that together. Okay, cool. There's serpent here. Kitties. The fellow who was selling the ultra short throw projectors for like $100 something, like $180, for selling those. He doesn't have anymore. He sold out. So he already sold out. I am going to be buying from another vendor. And if it all works out with them, then like I said, I'll post this link as soon as I get the time to. I'll get this link posted. All done. So finish. I gotta get more labels for that. We need more labels for that, more labels for that, more labels for that. We have, let me see out of this. I know somebody ordered out of the exotics, they ordered the gallon out of the exotics, so that's coming for them. They ordered something with that, that's the gallon for them. And we got another order that came in last night, yes, for the dark, the black silver, so that's for that. Then we just have this container and that container left over. That's it. So, all right, just gonna clean up a little bit. I like to have my area neat. Drives me crazy not to have a neat area. Labels should be in here. I'm not using that. These have to be cut. We're done with these. These are all finished. It's all done. This can go over here because I can use this label again. Something off that. Period. My birdhouse blueprints. Which you got to build this summer. Yeah, so I'm going to be building me a squirrel village for the birds. And it's going to be pretty cool. Me wiring cameras, all that stuff. And I'm also going to be setting up a network server so people can come and log in and they can watch the squirrels in their own birds in their own habitat. I get a bit of everything in that backyard now. So now I'm down up to about 20 squirrels that'll come in and eat. 3 of those squirrels are black squirrels. I got a little white beige one. Was near a white squirrel. That was really creepy, not creepy, but interesting to look at. I got red robins, blue jays. I got a couple other bunch of birds, which I got to figure out what they are. I got 2 red-tailed hawks that will land in the yard from time to time. Interesting thing, they don't kill anything. They don't come in, snatch a squirrel, and take off. They come in, they eat the food, and they take off. That's it. It's just everybody gets along back there. And I got giant crows from back there too. I showed you, we can have to 30, 40 crows will land out there in that golf course, and they come in from time to time, and they eat, and they take off, and then just don't see them for the rest of the day. And we got woodpeckers back there, so you get a chance to see all these different birds up front. And the neighbor across from me was like, you have wired cameras in your backyard because you got everything running around in there. Yeah, I do. From feeding all the animals since March the 11th, I have accumulated quite a bit of birds in the backyard. So, and squirrels and just about everything else. At nighttime, I'm going to be wiring cameras all up and down my driveway because in my driveway, that's where we get the party animals. That's what I call them. We get raccoons, we get possums. I got a couple of foxes. I had a gray fox, all black fox, came up a couple of times. Gorgeous animal, beautiful animal. Only got a chance to see it one time. I saw it, no, twice. Once on camera and once when I was actually coming out the door and I bumped into it. Good thing I didn't open up the metal door. I don't think it would have attacked me. We get skunks, a lot of skunks. They do pop up from time to time. I seen one deer and, King Ralph. King Ralph is this giant raccoon about the size of a hubcap. He's massively huge. And in the morning when I get up, I go and I cut my vegetables and stuff and I put them in the front. They don't tear up the trash. They don't trash anything at all. I don't get bird poop or anything or on my equipment or nothing. It's like they chill, they behave. They don't trash nothing in the yard, nothing at all. They just eat and they leave, and that's it. Or they just sit around and you just basically just I don't know. I guess they're talking. I don't know what it is. But he was like, you should wire cameras in your yard. So that's what I'm doing. I'm in the project of building a little village right up against the gate that's going to have a built-in bird pond. It's going to have cameras wired throughout it, inside and out, so people can log in and they can see the animals eat and, you know, whatever they do is whatever they do. You know, I would like to have that myself because, like I said, I can't watch when I'm in here, but I would like to have some TV set up here where I can actually watch them. And the red-tailed hawks, man, when they come in, ooh, them things are beautiful. Especially when they go, God, and make that scream before they take off. Pretty cool. They don't take it when they take off, but when they're flying over, they do it. I had about a couple of those laying in the backyard, which is pretty cool. Boy, if I get an American eagle back there, boy, that's going to be the highlight of my life. I don't think it's going to happen, but still, you know, you never know. Keep in mind, I can't just throw anything back there. I have to go online. I had to do a ton of research on what these animals eat and what they like, what's going to be good for their health system, their immune system. A lot of research went in. Exactly find out what kinds of fruits and different forms of dried figs and nuts and stuff like that, and different bird seeds and pumpkin seeds. There's all kinds of stuff they eat. And I make my own different versions of mix of foods that I can give to them. What foods basically help them survive the winter much faster, much better, stuff like that. And then out front, oh, I forgot, we got the cats. So we got the alley cats. I got 3 cats that come up and they eat from the bowls. Only one of them let me pet them. The other 2, they just don't want to be bothered with me. I wish they would because I got plenty of room in the house and I got plenty of, well, I got the money to be to take care of my kings and queens, but they don't trust me, so therefore I can't get them inside the house, which would be nice. Like to have a little kitty cat in the house, but I can't. I have to wait on that. One of them trusts me. All right, let me see. Until then, I feed them on the front porch, and same thing, I do the research. I go and find out exactly what cat foods are going to be better for their immune systems to help them with any diseases or anything they may pick up on the street, so that's what I do too also. So that's what I need to do is get back on here and get this taken care of. Look at that. God is amazing. Is he not? Told you the 12s sell out like crazy. And that's the beautiful thing about it because like I said, the 12s received the most ridicule by people, the naysayers and the haters, and people just trying to bring it down. They received the most out of all my products. And I can tell it's the one that basically that I'm not to be bragging here, but it's the most that's envy around other people who just want to see it go down, but it's not going to happen. I said before, you know, Lord blesses my table. Every when my day comes up, ship out, he blesses my table. And one of the products that sells the highest are the 12s, and that's the one that was ridiculed the most. And I've explained this before I sign off, that my ability to be able to do this every morning, my ideas, everything comes from my Lord and Savior, and you're not taking that from me. Only one can take that from me is God. That's it. So, you know, my table will continue to be blessed. You know, as long as I do things right by him and walk in the right way, do things that have to be done the right way as he tells me to do them, you know, he continues to bless my table. And you could try all day long to try to discredit my work or whatever. At the end of the day, table's still going to stay blessed. All my ideas come from God. And speaking of my Lord and Savior, check this out. Every morning when I get up, I told you my projector stays on all night. This is the one I run all night. I got a paint on demonstration to do pretty soon. This is my projector that stays on all night. And I told you how powerful this light is right here. This is my my light in my lounge area. It is extremely strong. So you can see it lights up. I would turn off this light here. In this room, it brightens up this whole entire area. So this is how close it sits to my actual screen. It sits that close to my screen. You see how bright that light is? And this is what I'm telling you, that this is a 15. So this is the new 15, the roll-on. And you see how much light that screen takes in? And that's my $59 ultra short throw NEC projector. Sun's about to be popping up pretty soon. And there's the blue right there. So I'm going to be recoding over that because I got something downstairs that I'm going to be doing a demonstration on. It's actually 15 too. All right, well, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I have much to do. We're going to be doing some also demonstrations on our gray screen paint, which is the black silver. This is the screen paint that has the ability to be able to produce a contrast level on a versus other gray screens. That being said, I got to get out of here. I got things to do, and hope you have a wonderful day or wonderful night, depending on where you're at in the world. I got to go, and God bless.